This way. Why don't we just stick with the trail? I know the shortcut. Ow! Nate, I'm bit! I think there's a cobra. A vulture bait.
Hunker down, man. You're gonna be fine. I saw this thing on a survival show once.
What?
Want better advice?
Hey.
Get the Reebok Mistral with DMX at Finish Line. How will you survive without them?
Wake up to what's happening on the Survivor Series. What's it really like to be a part of the island drama? Find out from a castaway tomorrow on The Early Show with Bryant Gumbel and Jane Clayson.
This couple took in a 4-month-old they thought was abandoned.
What does he call you? Mom? Dad?
But his mother says she never agreed to give him up, and she's fighting to get him back.
You just can't snatch a baby away.
Who will win the right to raise this child? An all-new 48 Hours, Thursday.
Next week on Survivor.
I've been working my ass off, and a lot of you have been laying on your ass watching me. Don't give me any of that.
Me and Richard got to be pretty good friends, not in a homosexual way, that's for sure.
To learn more about these survivors, log on to CBS.com.
Well, I think this has been an awesome experience. Being the first to be voted out is a little humiliating. On the other hand, the team did the right thing. They're a terrific group of people. They're very strong physically, and I think in their shoes I'd probably do the same thing.
But the truth is, I'm not the guy who uses the brooms. I'm the guy who makes them. It's hard enough to get a job, let alone start a business. I may have lost my sight, but I didn't lose my vision.
We'd rather not toot our own horn, but Focus is the first to win Car of the Year on 2 continents. And it's one of Car and Driver's 10 best. And now, lease Focus for just $219 a month. That's right, $219 a month. Or get 4.9% financing. A great value for an exceptional car. And let's not forget, Focus has the most interior room in its class. Toot the horn of the new Focus. Everyone else has, only at your local Ford dealer.
Why morning sickness is good for pregnant women. The story tonight at 10.
On the CBS Wednesday night movie. She's like any other woman.
Where's a good place to find a man?
She's looking for Mr. Right.
Very nice.
And she wants to have a baby. The only difference is she's not of this earth.
Oh, God.
She'd have a dozen babies. She could lay 1,000 eggs.
She'll kill anyone that gets in her way.
Mating season has begun. BC's CBS Next.
Can you make color copies, collate, bind? I got a big meeting in less than an hour.
No problem.
Wow, now I'm ahead of schedule. You busy? In conclusion, sales are up 24% compared to last year.
Everybody can use a little help when they're out on the road. And that's where mailboxes, etc. comes in.
Very impressive.
We get it done, and we get it done right.
Sound is free, and so is our hearing screening. Belltone invites you to hear what you've been missing. Belltone. Listen again.
Beautiful hair color. It's wrapped around my little finger. Excellence cream from L'Oreal. Wraps my hair in rich protective cream. No drips. So protective. I can color as often as I want. And grays. Look, grays. Excellence cream from L'Oreal. I'm worth it.
Let's have lunch where fresh tastes better. Hot and juicy, let's go together.
When people want delicious variety made fresh, they turn to Wendy's 99-cent super value menu. It's there for you.
It's one of the most destructive forces on the planet, and now it's coming after your home. But New Thompson's paint will stop it. Every day, every season, all year long. New Thompson's House and Trim Paint. Guaranteed for life. It's the paint that never takes a day off.
Every year, our family comes from far and wide to spend a week together. This year, something's changed.
We don't brush with toothpaste anymore. Why brush with toothpaste?
When your whole mouth needs protecting.
Triple Protection Aquafresh Extra Fresh does it all. It's 3 different toothpastes combined into one whole mouth paste.
For strong teeth.
Healthy gums.
And clean, fresh breath.
Toothpaste? Now we brush with Aquafresh.
It's the whole mouth paste.
When you wake up, you will believe the following. I like basketball. I like watching basketball on television. I can't get enough basketball.
The comfortable Accord sedan from Honda. It's one powerful car.
My mama told me you better shop around.
You don't have to make a fortune in the stock market to stock up on these cool-looking Hawaiian shirts and some great-looking polos. You can hit the beaches in terrific designer swimwear and look great at the office in these dress knit shirts. Plus, get everything else you want for a lot less at the store where you see more and save more on the best. Today's Burlington Coat Factory. We're more than great coats.
My mama told me you better shop around.
It loves to move. It has a heart-shaped birthmark.
Dove knows your skin is important, even the skin under your arms.
They started salsa dancing. They lift up your arm, and their face goes right in your armpit. You're worried about your deodorant not working, and it freaks you out. So I tried Dove deodorant.
Dove antiperspirant combines powerful protection with 1/4 moisturizer that cares for your skin.
It has moisturizer, so your skin's soft and smooth.
It's the only antiperspirant with a touch of Dove.
I don't have to be paranoid. I use Dove.
This year, the hottest tickets on Broadway are also your all-time favorite shows. Catch Kiss Me Kate, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Music Man, and many more live performances as the biggest and brightest stars in showbiz take center stage. Rosie O'Donnell hosts the Tony Awards, CBS Sunday.
Problem?
Doctor said my cholesterol is still too high.
What about diet and exercise?
They didn't do enough.
So?
He suggested adding Lipitor.
Lipitor, the #1 prescribed medication for lowering cholesterol. In clinical studies, Lipitor with diet was proven to lower bad cholesterol 39 to 60%, total cholesterol 29 to 45%, triglycerides 19 to 37%.
He said over 4 million people have started taking Lipitor to lower their cholesterol.
Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver disease or possible liver problems, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant.
There'll be blood tests to check for liver problems.
Tell your doctor about muscle pain or weakness, as these may be signs of serious side effects.
You take Lipitor once a day.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist for more information on Lipitor and call 1-888-LIPITOR.
Well, Lipitor did it. My cholesterol's way down.
Lipitor, the lower numbers you're looking for.
What color are your teeth? Arm & Hammer Advanced White Toothpaste whitens your teeth with just one tube. Our whitening guide proves you can go from here to here. Arm & Hammer, whiter teeth, one tube, guaranteed.
Let's see. Are those hornworms? Maybe white flies? Or aphids? I don't know. I just want them gone.
Get Ortho Bug Be Gone, Pete. The one spray that kills virtually every harmful outdoor bug.
Bye-bye, bugs.
Leave it to Ortho.
Well, looky here. $1. Must be my lucky day. But is it really worth it to bend down and pick it up? It's only $1 after all. You can't buy anything good with that. Of course. I forgot about 10-10-220. All calls up to 20 minutes are just 99 cents, and just 7 cents a minute after that with no monthly fee. Oh, I guess $1 really is worth something. Hey, I saw it first.
Dial 10-10-220.
Volkswagen owners really love their cars.
So we're not surprised that the Jetta was ranked most appealing car in its class by J.D. Power and Associates.
I'm okay.
This couple was desperate to have a baby, so they were thrilled to take in a 4-month-old they thought was abandoned.
What does he call you? Mom? Dad?
But the baby's mother says she never agreed to give him up.
You just can't snatch a baby away.
And she's been fighting to get her son back for almost 2 years.
I've missed him walking. I've missed him talking. I've missed everything.
Who will win the fight to raise this child? An all-new 48 Hours, Thursday.
When life is at its worst, you need the best people around you. St. Thomas Health Services.
It's grilling time again, and the air around your neighborhood Kroger store is already thick with the smell of backyard barbecue. So you bring the grill, and we'll bring the savings on everything else with Kroger Plus Card specials like these.
Tyson boneless, skinless chicken breasts only $1.99 a pound. Homegrown cantaloupes 29 cents a pound, and Clorox bleach just 77 cents a gallon.
Big juicy savings are on the grill right now at Kroger. One more reason to go Krogering again.
At PowerTel, we give you wireless phone service on your terms. So we thought, why not give you commercials on your terms too? Brian Michersky writes, I'd like to hear how special I am. You're very special, Brian. Here's something else you might like, Brian.
Activate a personal power plan right now and get free bonus anytime minutes and a free phone.
PowerTel, we're on that.
To kids, peanut butter and jelly are complex flavors. But you're an adult. You want flavors that are more exciting. Like Arby's triple cheese and bacon with 3 luscious cheeses. Come on, doesn't that look great? Plus, our sizzling thick-cut pepper bacon, all atop roast beef or chicken. So what are you waiting for? The triple cheese and bacon, only at Arby's, now that your tastes have grown up.
How haircuts can help kids with cancer. The story tonight at 10.
Welcome Paul Newman and Pearl Jam tonight on CBS.
Hit it!
To talk, to listen, or just to let loose. That's the power of 2. Introducing Sprint 1000. 1,000 minutes of long distance for just $20 a month. That's as low as 2 cents a minute. Every night or all weekend long. The choice is yours. That's the power of 2. Anything more would be too much. Switch to Sprint 1000 at 1-800-PIN-DROP.
Open wide. In your mouth, not on the floor.
New Clorox Disinfecting Wipes. It's from Clorox, so it's more than clean.
Whoa, he hit the ceiling.
That's my boy.
When that honey barbecue sauce hits 3 strips of crispy chicken and all that melted cheese hits that sauce, every bite tastes better than the bite before. Oh, baby.
KFC's new Honey Barbecue Crunch Melt for a limited time only.
It's that good.
Now you don't have to wait for water to boil to brew real iced tea. Introducing Lipton Cold Brew, the first iced tea bag that brews in cold water in just 5 minutes. New Lipton Cold Brew iced tea. Real tea, real fast.
Don't just cover up. Get the makeup that softens little lines. Visible Lift by L'Oreal. It's Pro Retinol A in a makeup. So as it really covers laugh lines, it really helps them disappear. Now that's a Visible Lift by L'Oreal. And I'm worth it.
Did you know your Aleve works on headaches too? When my wife got bad headaches, the pain relievers she tried, they'd work for a while, then quit. So she'd have to take more. You could see she was hurting. I had some Aleve for my arthritis pain, so she tried it. Now she's got her life back, and I've got her back.
Aleve can stop so many kinds of pain all day with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Excedrin to do that.
Thanks, Aleve, for making such a difference. What are your favorite movie comedies of all time?
We're on a mission from God.
Bet they're in this show. It's AFI's 100 funniest movies ever. And the funniest people on the planet to talk about them.
Buster Keaton, greatest innovator.
Gene Wilder, trying to be a black man.
What do you think? I think you look like one of the village people.
See if your picks make the list.
I thought you came here to see me.
Well, I can see you from here.
Drew Barrymore host.
Excellent.
AFI's all-new 100 Years, 100 Laughs. CBS Tuesday, June 13th.
Hey, what's the sirloin stack?
Well, it's skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddly-bom-boom.
Skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddly-bom-boom?
Skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddly-bom-bom.
Yeah, and it's got hody-ody-ody.
Hody-ody-ody.
Shirley's sirloin stack. It's a mouthful.
We'd rather not toot our own horn, but Focus is the first to win Car of the Year on 2 continents. And it's one of Car and Driver's 10 best. It's no wonder. Focus with its edge design, the way it grabs the road, and room for 5. Now lease Focus for just $219 a month. That's right, just $219 a month. Or get 4.9% financing. Toot the horn of the new Focus. Everyone else has. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It doesn't take big money to shop at Food Lion. What do you do with all the money that you save from being an MVP member here at Food Lion?
We can use it on things that we really want to spend on.
How much do you think you save every time you come here?
About $15 or $20 a week at least. We save a lot of money here. We go on a lot of vacations because of that.
Now, what do you do with all that money that you save?
I usually ends up getting put somewhere else, but...
Like into those 2
right.
Yawning caverns.
Right, exactly.
They're growing fast. That's an expensive child. He's eating a watch.
I know.
When you're blind, getting a job can sometimes be challenging. Right now, I'm pushing brooms. But the truth is, I'm not the guy who uses the brooms. I'm the guy who makes them. It's hard enough to get a job, let alone start a business. I may have lost my sight, but I didn't lose my vision.
Why morning sickness is good for pregnant women. The story tonight at 10.
Chili's technical support. How do you eat these Chili's lettuce wrap appetizers?
Just pick up the lettuce, add grilled Asian spiced chicken and sauce, fold and eat.
That sounds great.
Doesn't it, though?
Please welcome Paul Newman and Pearl Jam tonight on CBS.
Now, herbs and botanicals are together in an itch relief cream that's hypoallergenic. New Natural Harmony from the makers of Lanacane. Only Natural Harmony creates steroid-free itch relief with tea tree, chamomile, skin-soothing vitamins, plus aloe.
It even stops tough itching, yet it's gentle to sensitive skin.
New Natural Harmony from the makers of Lanacane. Hypoallergenic itch relief, inspired by nature.
There are times when you have trouble sleeping because you can't stop thinking about the tensions of the day. Try something different. New Aluna Sleep, the herbal supplement that won't knock you out, but relaxes you so you can drift off to sleep naturally. Aluna is not a drug. There are no groggy side effects. It promotes a natural sleep pattern in just a few nights. New Aluna. It doesn't make you sleep. It lets you sleep.
Let's have lunch where fresh tastes better. Hot and juicy, let's go together.
When people want delicious variety made fresh, they turn to Wendy's 99-cent super value menu.
It's there for you.
What's the difference between ordinary potting soil and Miracle Grow potting mix? Results. University tests prove that plants grown in Miracle Grow potting mix grow twice as big. Try Miracle Grow potting mix. The miracle is in the mix.
You know when you need help coping with physical stress. You're even taking vitamin C. But Centrum knows there's more to it. Vitamin E, zinc, and ginseng may help too. Now getting all this is as easy as Centrum. New Centrum focused formulas, focused on specific health needs.
A significant discovery in eye health may be lutein, a nutrient found in these healthy foods. Now Centrum has the only leading multivitamins with lutein to help maintain your precious sight. Centrum Silver, now more complete with lutein.
You can buy a Gateway Essential PC with a year of AOL and a free printer for $999. Or you can buy a PC from a bargain basement company for $599. Then add a monitor, lots of software, a year of AOL, and a Canon printer and end up paying over $1,200. With Gateway, you'll get all that and you'll still end up paying $999. Which one's the real bargain? Call 1-800-GATEWAY. Featuring the Intel Celeron processor.
Mom, it's ready.
Want to go outside and play? Need new toys? You've got just 72 hours to get here and save some cash. Now at the Sears 72-hour sale. All gas and electric trimmers are at very trim prices. Take half off this 8.4-volt Craftsman drill. It's only 3 days. It's only at Sears, where the coolest stuff in the neighborhood is on sale. So come out and play. The 72-hour sale at Sears. The good life at a great price, guaranteed.
This couple took in a 4-month-old they thought was abandoned.
What does he call you? Mom? Dad?
But his mother says she never agreed to give him up, and she's fighting to get him back.
You just can't snatch a baby away.
Who will win the right to raise this child? An all-new 48 Hours, Thursday.
Sinus suffering. It starts with a first sign, but your symptoms can worsen as the day goes on. So stop the escalation of sinus symptoms. Take Sudafed 12-hour at the first sign. Non-drowsy Sudafed 12-hour releases sinus pressure and keeps it from coming back for a full 12 hours.
Now the first sign of pressure is my last. All day.
Take Sudafed 12-hour at the first sign.
Imagine washing clothes clean without pre-treating. Drying clothes as fast as you can wash them. And creating more usable freezer space than ever before. Whirlpool, just imagine.
Here at Kia's Crazy Cashback Summer Sale, you'll get $1,003 cashback on a new Sophia. So, how did we decide on the $1,003 and not $966 or $1192? One word, Larry. Get up to $1,003 cashback at Kia's Crazy Cashback Summer Sale.
I'm Kleenex Cottonelle, and you're obviously a stickler for clean, so you should know I have new, thicker ripples to leave you feeling fresh, dry, and confidently clean. New Kleenex Cottonelle. When you think of clean, think of me.
Whisk announces the first and only laundry detergent specially formulated to help reduce wrinkles so you iron less. New Whisk with Wrinkle Reducer. Do it once, do it right, do it less.
There's something about that honey barbecue sauce. Hitting those 3 big strips of crispy chicken. And all that melted Monterey Jack cheese hitting that sauce. And every bite tastes better than the bite before. Oh, baby!
Maybe I spend too much time thinking about that new sandwich from KFC. Maybe not.
Get over to KFC for the new Honey Barbecue Crunch Melt. Hurry, it's only here for a short time.
It's that good.
Talk to your doctor today or visit Prozac.com. Welcome back.
What color are your teeth? Arm & Hammer Advanced White Toothpaste whitens your teeth with just one tube. Our whitening guide proves you can go from here to here. Arm & Hammer, whiter teeth, one tube, guaranteed.
Tonight on The Late Show, Paul Newman has a special gift for Dave.
What is wrong with you?
plus Pearl Jam and special job hunting tips tonight.
When we came up with Crystal Chicken Wings, we brought them here to be tested. They had to be meaty enough, and tender enough, and juicy enough to be called Crystal Chicken Wings. And the seasonings had to be spicy, but not too hot, with just the right amount of tanginess. And starting at only 99 cents, we found the perfect price, too. So come in today and try Crystal Chicken Wings. And while you're here, maybe we'll test the Crystal Turnip. Just kidding.
We'd rather not toot our own horn, but Focus is the first to win Car of the Year on 2 continents. And it's one of Car and Driver's 10 best. And now, lease Focus for just $219 a month. That's right, $219 a month. Or get 4.9% financing. A great value for an exceptional car. And let's not forget, Focus has the most interior room in its class. Toot the horn of the new Focus. Everyone else has, only at your local Ford dealer.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Amy Marsalis. Coming up tonight at 10, lawmakers say child care rules in Tennessee need some major change. But one part of the bill has parents and child care providers angry because they say they won't be able to afford the changes. We'll explain. And the kickoff to the Billy Graham Crusade is less than 24 hours away. Coming up at 10, the traffic plan for getting there and back. And how haircuts are helping sick kids is a story sure to put you in the mood for a trim. Those stories and Ron's forecast at 10.
More secrets from the JFK Jr. movie and the latest on who will play him. Then, can a celebrity psychic solve a missing persons case? It's on the next ET.
Wednesday at 11:35. Thank you for making News Channel 5 at 10 the most watched newscast in Middle Tennessee. News Channel 5, your news and information leader.
Log on to tonys.org and IBM eBusiness for the latest Tony information.
Beautiful hair color. I've got it wrapped around my little finger. I use Excellence Cream, the protective color from L'Oreal. You see, Excellence wraps every strand in rich insulating cream that doesn't drip. So protective, I can color whenever I want, as often as I want. And grays? What grays? Excellence Cream, the protective color from L'Oreal Paris. Wrap yourself in beautiful color because you're worth it.
To me, gardening is, it's life. It's just a miracle in nature. Early in the spring I start, I feed them all through the summer and early fall with Miracle-Gro. It's quite simple. It only takes a few minutes every other week. You get good, vibrant color, good, strong stems, and it makes a big difference. Well, plants are like people. Just like we need to eat 3 times a day, plants need their food too. I feed the whole garden every other week with Miracle-Gro. It makes a tremendous difference.
I felt kind of dumb asking the doctor about a couple of toenails, but they kept getting thicker and flakier. I tried treating it myself. Nothing worked. So finally I just asked him. You know what he told me? It's an infection. An infection. So I asked him, what can we do? He told me about Lamisil tablets. It's a prescription medicine that treats it deep in there where the infection lives. Nails it from the inside out. After 3 months of treatment, I had clearer nails growing in. Now my nails are looking good.
Lamisil isn't for people with liver or kidney problems. Rarely, serious side effects on the liver or serious skin reactions were reported, so your doctor may do blood tests. Other side effects, including headache, symptoms of stomach upset, indigestion, and rash, were generally mild.
Hey, you can't treat this yourself. You gotta see the doctor and ask him if Lamisil tablets are right for you.
Lamisil tablets. Nail the infection from the inside out.
Can't help but fall in love with a color like this. Vapor, a new color for the new Beetle. Only 2,000 available, only online.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day. From morning to night, the News Channel 5 network is your #1 source for news and information in Middle Tennessee. And we have been for the last 8 years. News Channel 5 at 6, voted Best Newscast by the Associated Press. News Channel 5 at 10. Middle Tennessee's most watched newscast. Mornings and midday and all weekend long. Thank you for making the News Channel 5 Network your number one choice for news. When it comes to severe weather, don't take chances. Get your weather information from a meteorologist every newscast, every day, only on News Channel 5.
Killing a pig is an important rite of passage to manhood.
Am I in the mood for a documentary? Or a coming-of-age movie?
Maybe I don't want to be a hunter. Did you ever think of that? I hate you, Dad. I hate you.
Or what about something for the family?
Excuse me? You want me to go talk to him?
Oh!
There are all kinds of movies to choose from. With all new categories and a personal guide, it's easy to find the right one. Only at Hollywood Video.
We give money and equipment to schools, but we're not the Department of Education.
We manage 480,000 acres of reservoirs, but we're not the National Park Service.
We attract business to the valley. We're not the Chamber of Commerce.
So who are we?
TVA, the power of the public good.
To kids, peanut butter and jelly are complex flavors. But you're an adult. You want flavors that are more exciting. Like Arby's triple cheese and bacon with 3 luscious cheeses. Come on, doesn't that look great? Plus, our sizzling, thick-cut pepper bacon. All atop roast beef or chicken. So what are you waiting for? The triple cheese and bacon. Only at Arby's, now that your tastes have grown up. How haircuts can help kids with cancer. The story tonight at 10. The Billy Graham Crusade kicks off in Adelphia Coliseum in less than 24 hours. Traffic promises to be trouble, but we've got a plan to get you there and back next.
If someone in your family's had a heart attack, you know it can tear your family apart. But there's something you can do to help prevent heart attacks. There's Ecotrin. Ecotrin is safety-coated aspirin. Taken regularly, it can help keep your blood from clotting, to keep it flowing. No wonder cardiologists now recommend Ecotrin more than any other brand. Aspirin is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor first. Ecotrin, helping your heart beat the odds.
Hi, I'm Gloria Estefan. Join me for my unforgettable Caribbean concert.
With the #1 group in the country, NSYNC. And Latin sensation Mark Anthony. It's another chance to catch the hottest acts in the coolest summer concert. Gloria Estefan, Caribbean Soul, CBS Friday.
In the summer of 1970, 4 friends promised to be there for each other. 20 years later, they are.
I've forgotten how much it helped to have you guys as friends.
Now and Then, CBS next Wednesday.
This year, the hottest tickets on Broadway are also your all-time favorite shows. Catch Kiss Me Kate, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Music Man, and many more live performances as the biggest and brightest stars in showbiz take center stage. Rosie O'Donnell hosts the Tony Awards, CBS Sunday.
What are your favorite movie comedies of all time?
We're on a mission from God.
Bet they're in this show. It's AFI's 100 funniest movies ever. And the funniest people on the planet to talk about them.
Buster Keaton, greatest innovator.
Gene Wilder, trying to be a black man.
What do you think? I think you look like one of the village people.
See if your picks make the list.
I thought you came here to see me.
Well, I can see you from here.
Drew Barrymore hosts.
Excellent.
AFI's all-new 100 Years, 100 Laps. CBS Tuesday, June 13th.
Tonight on The Late Show, don't miss Paul Newman and Pearl Jam, plus job hunting tips and tonight's top 10. But first, your local news.
Straight ahead, a grenade is found near a local school, and the Billy Graham Crusade gets ready to kick off in Nashville. The traffic plan to get you there.
Morning sickness may make you miserable, but now researchers say it may actually be good for you. And state lawmakers set their sights on daycare. The news is now.
From the News Channel 5 Network. This is News Channel 5 at 10. Your news and information leader.
Good evening, I'm Amy Marsalis.
Yeah, and I'm Scott Couch. Chris Clark is off tonight.
The state Senate is scheduled tomorrow to debate a massive child care reform bill, but one provision of that bill has some parents and daycare providers angry. It would change the ratio of children to teachers, and opponents say it would drive up the cost of daycare. News Channel 5's Steve Irvin shows us why parents say they can't afford it.
Michelle Ellis has 2 kids in daycare. She's satisfied with the care, but says it's all she can afford.
And I'm a single mother, and I can barely pay what I pay now. There's no way I can afford it if they raise it up.
We're on our way to Grandpa's farm.
The state's child care reform bill would change the required ratios of children to adults, especially among younger children. For kids under a year old, one provider would not be able to care for any more than 4 infants. Right now, that ratio is 1 to 5. And providers say it will mean raising the cost of care.
With everything that's going to go through with the fingerprinting, the increased rate from DHS, looks like they would probably be about $35 per week per child.
DHS officials say 32 other states have similar ratios in effect, and costs have not increased dramatically.
I think it's disingenuous for providers to say today what the increase in fees to parents will be. That scares parents and isn't necessarily backed up by data across the country.
But state officials admit costs will go up. They simply don't know how much or who will have to pay. Now, the bill would also lower the ratio for toddlers under 35 months from a 1 to 7 to 1 to 6 count. Daycare providers say they'll have to eliminate positions and ultimately drive some parents into unlicensed private homes. DHS points to other states where they say that hasn't happened so far.
The legislators have struck down similar legislation in the past. What kind of a chance does this have of passing?
Well, you know, I talked with the Senate sponsor of this bill, Amy, and even he doesn't support this amendment, which was added during committee earlier this week. But this comes at a time when there are a number of voices on Capitol Hill who are calling for sweeping child care reform, and so far at least these ratios are part of the package. Be interesting to see how it pans out.
Well, this whole area of child care has been in the news so much in the past few months. We'll be following this.
Sure.
Thanks, Steve. Scott?
Well, in other news tonight, the State House votes on a new budget first thing in the morning. The plan sailed through House Finance Committee this afternoon. It raises sin taxes and creates a new tax on your gas and electric bills. In a surprise move, a top House Republican took his name off the budget bill after GOP Republican Governor Don Sundquist promised to veto it.
And that he thought that we ought to look harder to see if there's not some way that we could fund a budget that wouldn't allow our bond rating to be jeopardized.
Sundquist also opposes the House budget because it offers no tax reform. Tonight, the governor says he was betrayed by a political ally, and he's none too happy about it. Members of the state Senate joined the House today in overriding the governor's veto of a campaign finance reform bill. Among those voting yes, Senate Speaker John Wilder, which made the governor mad. The governor issued this statement saying, quote, "I am disappointed that someone I know and respect broke his word to me. This bill does not accomplish comprehensive campaign reform, which I have always supported." Lawmakers haven't outvoted a gubernatorial veto in 15 years.
A bill that stiffens the penalties for DUI suspects with past convictions is on its way to the Senate. The Tennessee House voted unanimously on a bill that would add up to $1,000 and up to 5 days in jail for suspects who refuse to take a blood alcohol test. The bill would apply to drivers who have no licenses because of past DUI, vehicular assault, or vehicular homicide convictions.
Well, mark your calendar. Billy Graham's Nashville Crusade is now less than 24 hours away. The world's most famous evangelist toured Adelphia Coliseum today. At 81, Graham says he's in relatively good physical health and is excited about the big 4-night event. Graham told reporters this afternoon Nashville was a natural choice for his crusade.
Nashville is in a position to lead the country. You have the people here, you have the stars here, you have the television, you have everything from here. And Nashville is a very important place for the gospel.
Volunteers from nearly 600 churches in Tennessee have been preparing for this crusade for about a year now. It starts tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Tonight, 4,000 people gathered for a dress rehearsal of sorts over at the Coliseum. They're part of the massive choir that will sing during the crusade. It's not the first time that many of the participants have been a part of this big event.
There's always been great interest in the Nashville area, I think, because there are so many churches to whom this gospel has already been preached, but they want to have it renewed, and they want other people to come to know and have the blessings they've had.
For the record, anyone who wanted to be a part of this choir could take part. At least 48 different denominations are represented in this choir.
Well, Billy Graham's crusades draw big crowds, and that makes for some big traffic problems. If you bought a parking pass, the best way in tomorrow night is I-65. Now, if you don't have a pass for the lots at Adelphia, here's what you need to do. You can park in a state lot and take a shuttle for just $4. You can catch the shuttle at Bicentennial Mall, Charlotte and James Robertson, Union Street, Commerce Street, and Demonbreun behind the arena. Now, if you'll be leaving downtown from work, your best bet is to leave early. Several roads between downtown and the arena will be closed starting at 5 o'clock. Now, for a complete list of closings, check out our website at newschannel5.com. Well, a big scare tonight near Battleground Academy in Williamson County. Workers for the city of Franklin were mapping out the area when they found a grenade in a creek behind the school and near a subdivision. The Tennessee Highway Patrol bomb squad was called in to take care of it. Officials say the grenade was a live one and still had a fuse. They took it to a safe place to detonate it. Officials say they're just glad a child hadn't found it and gotten hurt.
The number of workers at a Murray County plant who have tested positive for tuberculosis is growing. Employees at Columbia Specialties were tested earlier this month after a worker at the plant was diagnosed with tuberculosis. So far, 7 folks have tested positive, but the health department says the cases are not active. Workers who did test positive will be treated, but officials say they probably won't get TB. A Dixon County man is lucky to be alive tonight. He was life-flighted to Vanderbilt this afternoon after being crushed in a logging accident. This happened at the Milam and Stanfield Saw Company in Van Leer. Sheriff's Department says the victim was crushed when a tree slid off a logging truck. Tonight, the victim is at the trauma unit at Vanderbilt Medical Center, and he is listed in critical but stable condition.
The state has stopped work at a construction site off of I-24 in Laverne. Flying debris from blasting at the site damaged nearby houses 2 weeks ago. When it happened again yesterday, the state slapped a 3-day cease and desist order on the company. This is the 3rd time Elite Drilling and Blasting has had problems at this site. The state is still investigating this latest incident and will decide whether to fine the company. Well, the National Transportation Safety Board says it could be weeks before it knows exactly what caused the plane crash in Smyrna. Investigators are surveying the crash site, trying to determine what caused the plane to go down. Scott Mercy and Deborah Millwood were killed yesterday when the plane nosedived and crashed on a golf course. Investigators say they're not ruling out anything at this point.
Tonight, the FBI is turning up the heat on now infamous fugitive Eric Robert Rudolph. It's offering people who know the mountains of western North Carolina cash money to help them find him. Rudolph is a former Fort Campbell soldier suspected in Atlanta's Olympic Park bombing and 2 other cases. He's been in hiding for more than 2 years now. Guys are being paid up to $20 an hour, but so far, no luck. Police in Lake Worth, Florida say a 13-year-old boy suspected of killing a teacher there told a friend what he was planning. One of Nathaniel Brazil's classmates says Brazil warned her that he was going home for a gun, but she didn't believe him. Tonight, Brazil is accused of murdering a teacher who sent him home for throwing a water balloon in class.
Well, raging wildfires are eating up thousands more acres of land in New Mexico than first thought. Firefighters just can't get a handle on them. They say they can't get in front of the fire because it's way too dangerous. The devastation goes on for miles. The Pecos River Canyon, which is a popular destination for campers, hikers, and hunters, has been evacuated. Well, it's been another day away from home for about 3,000 residents of Eunice, Louisiana. They were forced out of their homes Saturday when a train carrying hazardous chemicals derailed. Today, officials detonated 2 tanker cars to burn off the chemicals. The specialists say cleaning up the derailment would be safer after the tankers were detonated.
Well, 4 Nashville men are the latest Powerball Lotto millionaires. And where do Lotto millionaires spend their days? Well, if you're Mike Alderdice, you spend it at work. Alderdice and 3 of his co-workers over at Beeman Automotive had the winning ticket in Saturday's big Powerball drawing. The other 3 guys, well, they took the days off. But not Alderdice. He says even though he's got $5 million in the bank now, just couldn't resist the urge to come to work.
Everybody says that they would quit working, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. You can go out and buy your own island out in the Pacific and you have the prettiest view, but if you haven't got your friends beside you, you ain't got anything.
$5 million, huh? Allardyce says he plans to invest most of those winnings, but he is planning to go out this weekend and buy his wife a new car. And that sounds like a pretty smart thing for a guy to do.
He can just pay cash right there for the whole thing.
And when you got $5 million, you got a lot of friends.
Well, he'll keep his old ones, I think.
I bet he will. Safe. Still ahead, it's a miserable thing for most pregnant women. Morning sickness.
Coming up, why doctors say the nausea and vomiting is actually good for you.
Plus, getting your hair cut's no big deal unless there's a charity behind it. Coming up, we'll show you how these lost locks are helping some sick kids.
Well, for the second night in a row, big thunderstorms rumbling out of the Midwest through the Great Lakes. Now the question is, when will those storms reach us? The forecast is still ahead. Stay with us. SkyTracker 5 is brought to you by these members of the 22 electric power companies of Middle Tennessee and DBA.
Heilig Meyer's incredible wall-to-wall Memorial Day sale is heading into its final weekend, and the excitement is contagious.
Tom, look at these crowds here in Phoenix, and we're expecting them to grow through the weekend because everything's on sale.
Here in Daytona Beach, Florida, the excitement revolves around the special hot buys for under $300, $200, and even $100.
Thanks, guys. The final weekend of Heilig Meyer's wall-to-wall Memorial Day sale is a big event, nationwide in fact. Don't miss it.
Next ET, more secrets from the upcoming TV movie about JFK Jr. and White Carolyn, and the latest on who will play John John. Then the James Dean movie and how they cast the lead actor. Plus, how celebrity psychic James Von Prague is using his abilities to solve a missing persons case.
But she's still alive, that she has not passed over yet.
And Elizabeth Hurley's wicked new role. She's playing the devil, and we have your preview next ET.
Wednesday at 11:35. There's a car out there people are talking about.
World-class engineering, contemporary styling, superbly equipped.
It has a fully integrated vehicle response system to help make it behave exactly the way you want it to. What is this car that gives you such power and control? It's the new 2000 Seville with the North Star system. And now Seville comes with an impressive lease. Call for important lease details. The 2000 Seville, the power of and, the fusion of design and technology. Cadillac.
It is so hectic going shopping with 4 kids, and 3 of them are triplets. There is no way I would have time to go from store to store to store to get everything that I need. I love Walmart Supercenter. Everything you buy here is so fresh. It's important to me because I'm feeding my family. We've saved a lot of money buying our groceries here. Living on a budget with 4 kids, this is the place to go. Well, I don't know what I would do without it. The clothes, the shoes, the toys, the groceries. You know, it's a one-stop shop. I'm going to get everything I need and save a ton of money. Walmart Supercenter saves my life.
Nature's own bread, fresh from the wheat field to your table, with no artificial preservatives, colors, or flavors. Nature's own, at last, our daily bread.
Chief Meteorologist Ron Howes has the seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society.
A new study has found that a human growth hormone plus a high-protein diet significantly eases the symptoms of Crohn's disease. Some study participants actually went into remission. Crohn's causes persistent diarrhea, abdominal pain, bleeding, and a breakdown of the intestinal wall. The study was done at North Shore University Hospital in New York. You can read about it in the New England Journal of Medicine. Well, morning sickness is Mother Nature's way of protecting mothers and their unborn babies. That's the word tonight from Cornell University researchers. The researchers say the nausea and vomiting that accompany most pregnancies serve a beneficial function. Scientists say morning sickness results in an aversion to potentially harmful foods, including meat, fish, and eggs. They say the aversion to certain foods is the body's way of keeping a mother well at a time when her defenses against food-borne pathogens are reduced. The study is in the Quarterly Review of Biology. Scott?
Well, the price was right today at Change's Hair Salon out in Green Hills. The cuts, in fact, were free. The more hair you had, well, the better. As News Channel 5's A.J. Sterling shows us, that's because there was a cause behind these clip jobs.
A snip here. A snip there. They're chopping off their hair to make wigs for children who don't have any hair of their own.
Children have fine hair.
And the hair that wigs are usually made out of are synthetic or Asian hair, which doesn't work for children. And children want to look as normal as they can.
You're already thinking of yourself as different because something has happened to you, and then you lose your hair and you look different.
I've been growing it consciously for this purpose for a year, and I'm nervous.
Ryan Rutledge also grew her hair out, especially for the occasion.
I just wanted to help some people out. I think they'll be really happy.
Ryan's mom looked on as her daughter's hair was cropped.
I am. I'm really proud of her for, I'm going to start crying again. I'm really proud of her for doing it.
Your hair goes back.
Shape it up. You want to leave it all one length? It's a really good cause. Don't you think so? Yeah, she asked to do this. She wanted to do this for the cause. So.
In all, more than 40 people walked out with their new dues, and children all over Tennessee will soon reap the benefits.
People in this city are just the best.
Sandy again.
This is the best.
One woman donated a ponytail that she had saved for the last 50 years. So many people wanted to help out today. The effort was actually extended to Monday. The hair will be helping kids at the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital and the Burn Center in Memphis. Scott?
I tell you what, AJ, you just have to smile. I don't know if you knew it or not, but we had a lot of calls here at the station about this charity. Folks are just finding out. Right. How can they help?
Well, the foundation is actually looking for sponsors to help pay the people who make these special wigs. If you would like to help out, you can contact Heartstrings, care of Hair Prosthesis Institute at 662-8722.
Well, let's hope the phones ring. AJ Sterling in our newsroom. Thanks. Amy?
Well, the state of Tennessee is suing a fitness center in Murfreesboro, saying it closed without notice. The Attorney General's office and the Consumer Affairs Division have filed suit against Ray Cup, Volfit Incorporated, and Ladies First Fitness Center. The suit is asking the court to make the center refund money to members. Attorney General Paul Summers says at least one customer paid cash for a 2-year membership on March 3rd and found the doors locked on March 6th. Officials are now trying to figure out who all had a membership to Ladies First. Well, good news tonight about mid-size luxury cars. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety tested 5 cars and says overall they're pretty safe. The Institute rated the BMW 328i, Volvo S80, and Cadillac Cetera as good. The Audi A6 and Saab 9.5 got acceptable ratings. The Institute looked at how the car held up in the crash and how much damage the crash test dummies had.
Well, to Mother Nature now. She's pretty set in her ways around here, but she's a little confused out west. Check this out. Folks in Montana got a little blast of late spring snow. This happened today. Great Falls area really got hammered, and the snow was pretty wet out there. The way the snow was piling up, well, you'd have to say it looked a lot more like winter out there than spring. Look at it. Pretty, though.
Yeah, pretty from here.
Yeah.
A lot, just fine looking from Nashville.
In the Blue Mountains of Oregon, 1.5 feet of snow fell earlier.
Same system?
Yeah, same system. It's not coming here. Okay.
We're heading towards 90.
Yeah, we're going to be about 90 degrees tomorrow and probably on into Friday. We'll take a look first of all at your Metro Nashville forecast as we move on into 7 o'clock in the morning. 66 degrees and mostly sunny. At noon, 85 degrees. Again, we'll probably touch 90. Certainly going to scare it tomorrow. And then at 5 o'clock, about 88 degrees and mostly sunny conditions. Here's a look at our Skycam picture now. And well, a very pleasant evening. But if you walk outside, you're going to say, hey, summer is here. Our 5-degree guarantee, we forecast a high in Nashville today of 85 degrees. And our actual high, 85. Low temperature this morning was 62. And we're going to end the month of May, it looks like about 2 3/4 inches above normal. It's 7.66 inches. Rather healthy total for the month of May. Pollen count is moderate at 22. That's entirely grass. And right now in Nashville, 75 degrees out there. 68% the relative humidity. Southerly winds at 5 miles an hour. Pressure 30.14. Still 82 in Memphis this hour. 75 in Bowling Green. 78 up in Louisville. And a warm 81 up in St. Louis. Afternoon highs today. Big hot ridge of high pressure out over the Central Plains. 94 in Wichita, 94 in Dallas. Temperatures down just a little bit there today, but still that's kind of the axis of hot weather. This is a computer simulation of where the moisture is at about 10,000 feet, and that big ridge of high pressure giving us some very dry air just to our west at that elevation. And watch what happens now over the next 24 hours. That drier air actually spreads eastward, so no rain coming for tomorrow or Friday morning. But the last panels here into Friday evening now indicating we may need to revise the forecast and put some showers in as early as Friday night. But until then, basically sunshine for tomorrow and for most of the day Friday, and increasing temperatures. We've been watching clusters of thunderstorms form and move through the Great Lakes in the Midwest. Here you can see some of that on the radar data. New severe thunderstorm watch now has just been issued for parts of Iowa and Minnesota. As we run the motion again, you'll see more storms beginning to fire up back to our northwest. Well, when will those storms reach us? Again, we just generally thought of Saturday and Sunday, but maybe as early as Friday night in some sections. We'll wait and see about that. Tomorrow, though, a sunny and warm day. We're going to get very close to 90 degrees tomorrow and also on Friday. And then that little area of moisture begins to work in associated with this cold front by Friday night. And unfortunately, it looks as if that front's going to stall across our area. Might be several days of at least rain chances through the weekend. 91 in Shelbyville tomorrow, about 88 in Clarksville, in our pick town of Carthage, Tennessee. In Smith County, you're going to be 88 degrees tomorrow. I look at our forecast tonight now. Clear 65 the low. Southerly winds at 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. High temperature of 90 and a low of 66. 5-day forecast, well, Friday about 90 again, but a little bit more moisture with an increasingly cloudy sky. Chance of thunderstorms Friday night and also Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And the temperatures move back to a little below normal by Monday with a high of 77. Stay right here. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Thursday on Martha Stewart Living.
The secret of a beautiful cake like this? It's the cookies that decorate it.
Discover how to turn ordinary sugar cookies into charming works of art.
There are all kinds of techniques that you never read about, you never see.
Then Dutch floral designer Marcel Wolterink makes beautiful Brussels bouquets. And Mark Marone explains pet allergies and what you can do about them. Learn something new. Thursday on Martha Stewart Living.
Thursday morning at 9 on News Channel 5.
To kids, peanut butter and jelly are complex flavors. But you're an adult. You want flavors that are more exciting. Like Arby's triple cheese and bacon with 3 luscious cheeses. Come on, doesn't that look great? Plus, our sizzling thick-cut pepper bacon, all atop roast beef or chicken. So what are you waiting for? A triple cheese and bacon, only at Arby's, now that your tastes have grown up.
You can find inner peace. Come hear Billy Graham and friends. June 1 through 4, Adelphia Coliseum. No yoga, no incense, no charge.
You will notice your mind has become quiet.
Just when you thought it was ending, Heilig-Meyer's incredible wall-to-wall Memorial Day sale has been held over for one final weekend of spectacular savings.
Tom, the big story here in Charlotte, North Carolina is the savings on this bedroom. You get 3 pieces for just $6.98 and get the matching chest free.
This held over sale is a big hit in San Diego, too. Everything is on sale. Nothing is held back.
It's held over. Everything's on sale at every store coast to coast. But it's the final weekend only at Heilig-Meyer's.
Nissan's pre-Memorial Day event was such a success, and if you missed it, you're getting another chance. Due to special allocations from the factory, we're extending our hours for 8 days to bring you incredible deals on Nissan's top-selling models. The 2000 Maxima, with what may be the best V6 engine ever, Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year, Xterra, and Frontier Crew Cab that tows up to 5,000 pounds. With great lease deals and APR financing available. Don't miss it. See your Middle Tennessee Nissan retailer today.
The 2000 Howard National Spelling Bee now underway in Washington, D.C. And after the first round, 35 of the 248 contestants knocked out. Young man from Columbia, Tennessee, representing us very well, still hanging in there. This is the 73rd annual National Bee. The finals will be held tomorrow afternoon.
Well, it is a full-fledged search in Austin, Minnesota tonight. Police there are looking for a pignapper. Two 400-pound concrete pigs have been stolen from the city. The town is home to Hormel Foods, and the pigs are part of a citywide promotional campaign. The pig nappers were caught on tape. Now police are searching for the suspects. They hope the piggies will find their way all the way home.
Waiting for the composites,
all the way home.
Looks like a companion for Miss Piggy to me.
Good golfers in town today?
Listen, you want to know who's going to win? Hang tight. Come on back and join us, everybody. We got the inside right here. Back after this.
Tonight on The Late Show, Paul Newman has a special gift for Dave.
What is wrong with you?
Plus, Pearl Jam and special job hunting tips tonight.
As sure as the sun's gonna rise, you can count on Shoney's for a bountiful breakfast. Eggs, sausage, assorted pastries, and fresh fruits. Always a delicious variety and a great value, too. Red sign at morning, biscuits are warming at Shoney's Breakfast Bar. Set sail for Shoney's this Sunday through Thursday for a trio of great seafood meals, like our bountiful shrimp and flounder dinner. For a limited time, we'll include our soup, salad, fruit, and hot vegetable bar, all for just $7.99. The big catch is in now at Shoney's.
We manage land to protect the environment, but we're not the Nature Conservancy.
We help small businesses, but we're not the Small Business Administration.
We improve the lives of family farmers, but we're not Farm Aid.
So who are we?
TVA, the power of the public good.
Your Ford outfitter is going one-on-one with the competition to prove there's no boundaries in a Ford SUV like Explorer. Just announced. Now grab Explorer with $1,000 cash back plus low 0.9% financing. $1,000 cash back plus 0 down financing on Explorer with the choice of a powerful V8 engine, 79.8 cubic feet of cargo space, 8 straight years of leadership over the competition, and $1,000 cash back plus 0 down financing. See your local Ford dealer today.
Memorial Day may be over, but the Sprint's Memorial Day sale has been extended. For a limited time, all furniture is marked down to our best prices of the season. And that means all the best brand names, too. Plus, you'll enjoy 6 months, no interest, and no payments. Memorial Day may be over, but you can still enjoy a holiday of savings. The extended Memorial Day sale ends this weekend at both Sprint's locations.
Lettuce. It's just so lettuce. Luckily, Louis Rich came up with these chicken strips. Grilled and tender chicken breast, always ready for anything I can dream up. Louis Rich chicken strips. I'd say that's a good idea.
The JFK Jr. movie and a celebrity psychic helps fight crime. Next ET.
And if you're looking for a favorite now in Friday's Bell South Senior Classic, well, you just might want to consider Bruce Flesher. Why? Well, not only is he the tour's #1 ranked player, but he's the defending champion. Our Bob Rainey gives us another reason why you may want to root for Bruce Flesher.
Bruce Fleischer is hoping to recapture the solid play that led him to last year's Bell South Senior Championship, as well as Player of the Year honors. He says having already succeeded in Nashville makes everything a lot easier.
It's always nice to come back to a golf course you've won on, and you like. So, I mean, that's certainly a plus.
But the defending champion is playing with a heavy heart. After having so many big wins last year, just 3 weeks ago, he suffered his biggest loss when his father passed away after a long illness, making it very difficult to concentrate on golf.
Dad's resting in peace now, so even though it's behind us, he certainly will never be forgotten. So my game isn't really where I want it to be, but that's not that important either.
Tour rookie Lanny Watkins knows all too well what Fleischer is feeling.
I lost my dad about a year ago, and I've been through it. Bruce and his dad were close like I was with my dad, and it's something we just have to get through.
And Fleischer is trying to do just that. Off to another fantastic start with the tour leading 3 victories. He says this time has allowed him to put golf and his life in proper perspective.
This isn't the tour. We're not playing against Tiger Woods, thank God. And should really take it in stride and enjoy it a little bit more than maybe some of us do at times.
and no one will be surprised if Blusher gets the fun and the winning back in Nashville. Bob Rainey, News Channel 5 Sports.
All right, more tomorrow, you bet, from the Bell South. Now, the word I get is don't look for defensive tackle Josh Evans to be in the Titans uniform come this season. He was scheduled, of course, to appear before a league substance abuse panel in New York today. Evans tested positive, you recall, for a banned substance for the third time following the Super Bowl, and he had been suspended. Now, he appealed the league's ruling, saying the only thing he took was prescription medicine. He was asking the NFL to be reinstated or have the penalty reduced. It is the league's and the team's policy not to comment on drug substance abuse cases. It is a day of reckoning of the National Football League tomorrow, as the free agent market will get some new blood, shall we say, because of that salary cap cuts. What does that mean for the Titans? Well, a couple of things. First, Cincinnati receiver Carl Pickens is sure to be available. Will the Titans go after him? We'll see. Will Titans receiver Chris Sanders be released? Sanders' job will remain secure, especially if Josh Evans is not allowed to return as expected. More tomorrow. In Major League Baseball, the Reds are looking to gain some ground on the first-place Cardinals. Cincinnati hosting the Expos along the Ohio River. But the home team was flooded with runs by Montreal early. They led 9-1 in the ninth. Cincy trying to get back in the eighth. Aaron Boone will send one deep to left and gone. Didn't get much closer for the Reds, and they get ripped by the Expos. 10-4, the final. Braves rained out today in the third. D-backs leading the Cardinals 1-0. Athletics over the Yanks 8-7. Sounds 1. Iowa, nothing. Going to be hot at the Bell South tomorrow. Wear shorts, everybody.
Those guys seem very cool, though.
Who's that?
Calm, cool, and collected. Flasher in the game.
Yeah, I identify with that. In the clubhouse.
Once you're inside.
You got it.
Be right back.
On the next Sally, a young girl searching for her mother.
I just want to find her.
A 9-year-old who tried to kill himself.
A lot of people love you.
And a desperately ill homebound child. Now Sally has some happy surprises.
Go look out your window.
Yay!
And pop star T-Boz is giving a little TLC.
God loves you. You're a very special person.
Shocking surprises revealed next Sally. Thursday at 4 on News Channel 5.
The problem with most big bank mergers isn't changing all the signs out front, or changing all the stationery, or even all the checks. No, the problem with most bank mergers is that often the right foot doesn't know what the left foot is doing. And we all know where that leads.
Congratulations.
Before something happens to your account, walk into SunTrust. We're pretty sure you'll be glad you did.
Just when you thought it was ending, Heiligmeyer's incredible wall-to-wall Memorial Day sale has been held over for one final weekend of spectacular savings.
Tom, here in Atlanta, people are gobbling up this Queen Anne writing desk and chair for just $99.95, and this rustic armoire at just $499.95.
This held over sale is a big hit in San Diego, too. Everything is on sale. Nothing is held back.
It's held over. Everything's on sale at every store coast to coast. But it's the final weekend only at Heiligmeyer's.
At Kia's Crazy Cashback Summer Sale, you'll find great deals, like 2001 cashback on a new Sportage. So why $2,001? Why not $1,749 or $1,377? Let's find out. Wow. Get up to 2001 cashback at Kia's Crazy Cashback Summer Sale.
What's the manager's special at McDonald's? Right now, a quarter pounder with cheese is only 99 cents. Or try the quarter pounder with cheese extra value meal starting at $2.99. The 99-cent quarter pounder with cheese, made hot, fresh, right to order. Did somebody say McDonald's? A worldwide Olympic partner.
Now's the time to head to McDonald's for crisp, cool McSalad shakers. You shake them up to get dressing on every bite, making them surprisingly fun to eat. Who's shaking up everything you know about salads? Did somebody say McDonald's?
It's been more than 20 years since Billy Graham's crusade drew crowds of thousands here in Nashville. Thursday on Talk of the Town, we'll check out all the last-minute crusade preparations with the folks who make up the team surrounding the most well-known evangelist in the world. And you can't love country music without loving the Oak Ridge Boys. William Lee Golden will be here to visit with us. And who didn't have what it takes to survive being stranded on a desert island? We'll find out. Plus, Ann Cox with a delicious Mediterranean pizza recipe on Talk of the Town. We'll see you then.
An update now on that ongoing dispute between News Channel 5 and the Dish Network. The station gave out a phone number for the local satellite service yesterday, and apparently phone lines are pretty clogged. If you'd still like to call Dish Network about getting News Channel 5 back on satellite, here's a second number. It's 303-723-1901. Ask for Michael Schwimmer. If you can't get through, you can email Schwimmer at michael.schwimmer@echostar.com. Well, finally tonight, when we think of Blackbeard, most of us probably think of the legendary pirate and the tales we all heard as kids.
Sure, but Blackbeard was a real person, and we may soon learn much more about him. An archaeological group is diving in the Atlantic to what they believe is the remains of his pirate ship. Recent hurricanes have exposed new artifacts on the floor. They want to get a look before any more storms damage that site.
I love that stuff.
Is that great?
Gold doubloons and pieces of eight.
Love it.
He wrote 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Is he the one?
No, I don't know.
For action as big as Texas, the address is CBS.
From New York, city held hostage by a mayor gone mad. It's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, Paul Newman, Pearl Jam, and Campaign 2000 starring Maria Pope. Plus Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. And now, the hapless Hoosier himself, Dave.
The country's #1 movie, Rock. USA Today and the Los Angeles Times rave John Woo is a master.
Having fun?
And Entertainment Weekly calls it high-velocity fireworks.
Sure you want me to do this?
Mission Impossible 2, rated PG-13, now playing everywhere.
This impressive panorama was shot with the miraculous little ELF. The ELF 2, the 2-time zoom camera that's the world's smallest. Have you seen all the ELFs? Only from Canon.
I can't believe I waited so long to ask my doctor. I mean, I felt so silly. It was just a couple of toenails. Except they were all sick like in yellow. My doctor told me it's more than just that. It's an infection. An infection. One that lives deep inside and under the nail. Everything I tried on my own didn't work. He also told me about a prescription medicine that treats it from the inside. Lamisil tablets. After 3 months of treatment, I saw clear nails starting to grow. And now I have healthier, more beautiful nails.
Lamisil isn't for people with liver or kidney problems. Rarely, serious side effects on the liver or serious skin reactions were reported, so your doctor may do blood tests. Other side effects, including headache, symptoms of stomach upset, indigestion, and rash, were generally mild.
It's an infection you can do something about, so ask your doctor if Lamisil tablets are right for you.
Lamisil tablets. Nail the infection from the inside out.
Hey, what's a sirloin stack?
Well, it's skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddly-bom-boom.
Skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddy-bom-boom?
Skim-da-bam-da-boom, diddly-bom-bom.
Yeah, and it's got hody-ody-ody.
Hody-ody-ody.
Chili's sirloin stack. It's a mouthful.
Where does this school go? Or that firehouse? You tell me. Is it needed in your neighborhood? You say where it belongs by answering Census 2000. Your answers can help decide who gets what, like a job training center or a building for health care. You can answer Census 2000 and get what you need. Or you can leave it blank and get this. Nothing. Welcome the community census representative when they stop by.
I just got something you'd never think a guy like me could get. Date? Am I talking to you? It's called Cricket. It's new, and it's so simple any loser can figure it out. That's good. Cricket lets me make all the local calls I want for just $29.95 a month. It even includes incoming calls, which is cool, because I've been giving my number out a lot, if you know what I'm saying. What, you're desperate?
Introducing Cricket, comfortable wireless.
Chili's technical support. How do you eat these Chili's lettuce wrap appetizers?
Just pick up the lettuce, add grilled Asian spiced chicken and sauce, fold and eat.
That sounds great.
Doesn't it, though?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be boarding first class
class passengers first. Following that, will be boarding by rows, starting with rows 30 and higher, then moving toward the front of the plane. Boarding absolutely last will be those passengers whose companies still haven't figured out how to use e-commerce to be more responsive to their customers. Once again, Flight 132...
Using the web for business shouldn't be so hard. Get the software services and partners that make it easier. The business internet starts with Microsoft.
Let's be honest. There's really no such thing as a gracious winner. You might say things like nice game or shake your opponent's hand. But no matter how humble you are on the outside, deep down on the inside, you're saying, I'm better than you are. The Mitsubishi Galant, ranked the #1 family sedan under 20 grand by Car and Driver. Better than Accord or Camry. Boy, we just love saying that.
This couple is raising a child they thought was abandoned, but his mother says it was more like a kidnapping. Will she win the fight to get him back? 48 hours Thursday.
As you ease into the pose, focus on a point. Keep your breathing smooth and soft. Your body is relaxed. You have reached a perfect state of inner peace and well-being.
You can find inner peace. Come hear Billy Graham and friends. June 1 through 4, Adelphia Coliseum. No yoga, no incense, no charge.
You will notice your mind has become quiet.
43 high-performance engines, 774 quarts of oil, 1,032 burning tires, 5,160 gallons of fuel, all wreaking havoc on one filter. Wix filters. Bring it on. Captures 45% more dirt and lasts 30% longer than the leading national brand. Wix filters for NASCAR and your car.
There's a car out there that connects you to a personal advisor for customized information and support services. Is this a Lexus or a BMW that has the executive assistance of OnStar Standard? No, it's the newly restyled 2000 Catera. And now you can get a Catera with a very attractive lease.
Excuse me, coming through.
Now bouillon's moving from your pantry right to your stove. New Weiler Shakers. Instant bouillon you can use as a seasoning. So shake up the flavor with new Weiler Shakers.
All right.
Introducing new Bird's Eye Voila Turkey Steak and Shrimp variety. Meat, vegetables, and pasta all in one bag. 10 minutes and voila! You have a complete, fresh-tasting meal. Bird's Eye Voila in 3 new varieties.
I'm a cop. I've got to be in good shape. And I've got to have a lot of energy. Working out is key. But what really helps me is Slim Fast. I've been having a shake for lunch almost every day for the past 9 years. It's quick, it's easy, it's satisfying. Slim Fast is healthy for you. It gives me what I need.
Vitamins, minerals, protein, carbs. It's great nutrition.
I have more endurance during my workout, more stamina. It's my energy drink. It makes me feel great. I love it.
Slim Fast every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
It works for me. It can work for you.
The 2000 Kia Sportage. Rugged, dependable, and starting about $4 grand less than the Honda CR-V. The Sportage is built on a solid truck frame.
I wonder where those guys are.
They probably stopped off for hair gel or something. The Honda has an ordinary car chassis, and that can affect your performance.
It's okay. Happens to a lot of guys.
Get up to $2,000 cash back on a new Kia Sportage until June 30th.
If you can do this, you can make wood beautiful with Minwax. And if you can do this, you can give wood lasting protection. Turning a house into a beautiful home is as easy as turning to Minwax.
Fa Body Wash. Fa. Rejuvenate your body. Dive into exotic fragrances. Refresh your mind with the exhilaration of the ocean. Fa Body Wash. The freshness stays with you.
Very risky stuff here, and I'm a highly trained professional astronaut.
Captain Jim McConnell and his crew will discover on Mars the origin of life on Earth.
That DNA looks human.
And awaken a life force that could destroy them all.
Great. I didn't come 100 million miles just to turn back in the last 10 feet.
Mission to Mars. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 10th. CBS Friday. TV's hottest fantasy show has a powerful secret weapon.
It looks like he was made by Mattel.
What are you doing?
Where the hell's my parachute?
Eric Close stars in Now and Again. Then,
Excuse me if I seem a little hostile.
Don, Cheech, and Stone Cold are cleaning up the town.
Oh, great. Picklehead's gone ballistic. Oh, somebody get a camera.
San Francisco's never seen cops like these.
It's already fun. Oh, baby.
Nash Bridges, after Now and Again, CBS Friday. The FBI's best agent is going inside the mob.
I want to check them out top to bottom, but you smell anything bad.
Now, getting closer to one family.
You don't turn on your friends, you don't rat. That's the rule.
Could mean losing another.
2 weeks you've been gone this time.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be 80, you're still gonna be sorry.
An 8-night television event you cannot miss.
5 votes for you, and Sonny finds out not only do you get wet, but I get wet.
Falcone starts Tuesday, April 4th on CBS.
Coming up on News Channel 5 at 10, a bitter custody battle taking place right here in Nashville. Tonight, find out which parent the judge awarded custody to and see if the results of our viewer poll matched her decision. Then, Kentucky's Powerball is up to $100 million, and thousands of Tennesseans are hoping for a piece of the jackpot. We'll announce the winning lottery numbers at 10. And find out which of your favorite country artists are nominated for ACM Awards. Tonight on News Channel 5 at 10. Now's the time to break out with a perfect way to get away in a brand new Ford. Break out with a 2000 Ford Explorer and grab $1,500 cash back on America's best-selling SUV. That's right, $1,500 cash back on the Go Anywhere, Do Anything Explorer. So get up, get out, get moving. See your local Ford dealer today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Clark. Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock is an issue that tears families apart. When a couple divorces, who gets custody of the kids? In tonight's special report, find out what the judge decides in an actual case. He helped the Titans get to the Super Bowl. Now, one of the key players has tested positive for drugs again. Will Josh Evans be back next year? And people are headed to the border for a chance to be $100 million richer. Find out if you're holding the lucky ticket tonight at 10.
What would you expect to pay for an Arby's sub?
$6.95.
Would you believe any 2 subs for just $4?
No way.
Honest, any 2 for $4.
What Darva has to say now, plus secrets from JFK Jr.'s will, and Pamela Lee's home movies with her son. That's TV.
Wednesday at 11:35.
Dave talks to candidate George W. Bush tonight on CBS.
You can improve the way your skin looks and feels with Alpha Hydrox. A unique formula with Alpha Hydroxy helps to uncover younger, healthier-looking skin. Bring back that youthful glow with Alpha Hydrox for softer, smoother skin.
We found a fresh way to get our teeth whiter. It keeps your whole mouth feeling full, clean.
New Aquafresh Whitening Advanced Freshness kills germs, even where your brush can't reach.
It's not just a toothpaste.
It's the whole mouth paste for whiter teeth and lasting freshness.
Get ready, here comes the biggest, boldest player of the Colonel's sandwich lineup.
My spicy triple crunch singer.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 big strips of white meat chicken. This baby's huge. Booyah! Then add the spice, the Colonel's secret singer sauce. Wow! You want taste? It's huge too. Is this the biggest, boldest chicken sandwich out there? Find out. Try the spicy triple crunch singer today for just $1.99. And do chicken right.
Talk about a torture test. I took Aleve to my 2-day walk for charity. With my bad back, I needed something that wouldn't let me down a few hours later. Well, Aleve kept me going all day. My heart went out to some of the other women.
You okay?
They took something else. A few hours later, they were hurting again, ready to quit. I gave them my Aleve, and they had a fighting chance.
Aleve can stop pain all day with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that.
Hey, Aleve! By the end of the walk, people were calling me, Hey, Aleve, like it was my name. So thanks, Aleve.
The Dirt Devil Vision with swivel casters is loaded with power you can see. And instead of bags, it vacuums dirt into an easy-to-empty container. The Vision from Dirt Devil.
Sans soleil, la fleur périt, et puis s'évanouit. Oh, quel malheur!
Slim Fast Cappuccino Delight. One taste, and you'll fall in love. Made with rich imported coffee, fat-free milk, cool, smooth. There's never been a more irresistible way to lose weight and feel great. Slim Fast Cappuccino Delight. Taste it and fall in love.
One of these women uses Suave moisturizing conditioner. The other pays extra for L'Oreal Hydra Vive. Both have soft, vibrant hair. So who uses Suave and who pays more? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave. Don't you look smart?
CBS is the place for the best comedies. Keeping it loose and keeping it light.
How about keeping it shut?
The highest rated new dramas of the season. The #1 news magazine. The biggest games. The most anticipated new shows and specials. The most exciting live TV event of the year. And the most amazing miniseries of the millennium. It's all here. The address is CBS. CBS Saturday. When the bad guys bring out the big guns, Samo's got the upper hand. No gun? No problem. Nobody does it like Samo. Martial law. Then, do millions watch Walker for his wit and wisdom?
I have my moments.
Of course. But they keep coming back for the action. Chuck Norris is Walker after martial law. CBS Saturday.
Have you heard about the new comedy Grapevine? Critics are calling it hilarious.
He's not all hung up about sex. I found that really sexy.
Grapevine, CBS Monday after The King of Queens.
Dull is out. Spontaneity is in. Too much is never enough. During the sale at Goody's Family Clothing. The best styles. The best brands. It's savings throughout the store. Friday and Saturday only. Did I say savings in every department? Plus, shop late both days till 11 p.m. It all adds up to fabulous savings on the brands you want. During the sale. Friday and Saturday only. It's savings throughout the store at Goody's Family Clothing.
The satellite dish. iDig from Intermedia. Which do you choose?
A dish gives you lots of channels, but so does iDig. Plus, you get all your local news, sports, and weather.
Then there's service. Intermedia's here. A satellite dish company could be anywhere.
Compare for yourself. Dishes just don't stack up to iDig.
Coming up on News Channel 5 at 10, a bitter custody battle taking place right here in Nashville. Tonight, find out which parent the judge awarded custody to and see if the results of our viewer poll matched her decision. Then, Kentucky's Powerball is up to $100 million, and thousands of Tennesseans are hoping for a piece of the jackpot. We'll announce the winning lottery numbers at 10. And find out which of your favorite country artists are nominated for ACM Awards. Tonight on News Channel 5 at 10.
You've watched this week as two parents battle it out in divorce court over their 3 children. Who will be given custody? Find out next in our special report.
Hi.
Hi, I noticed you didn't dial 10-10-321. Don't you want to save money?
Well, sure, but to get a low rate, you have to pay a monthly fee.
Not with 10-10-321. You get 50% off calls over 10 minutes. That's 8 cents a minute, day or night, without a monthly fee.
8 cents, no fee. I really can save a lot with 10-10-321.
Exactly. Dial 10-10-321.
Melinda and Ron found the house of their dreams.
This is literally a mansion.
But now it's worthless. An invisible poison cost them their house, Ron's job, and their son's health. Could it happen at your house?
If you see this, then you need to be concerned.
48 Hours investigates. Thursday. Bette Midler, Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, and Sarah Jessica Parker in the blockbuster comedy, The First Wives Club.
Don't get mad. Get everything.
CBS next Wednesday.
CBS Sunday. Hollywood's most spoiled actress had it all. Beauty, fame, and fortune.
Can we cut?
But when she walks off a set and gets lost in a small town...
Can I get you anything else?
Plane ticket out of here.
This movie star will discover the one thing she never knew she needed.
Oh, yeah. We'll stick around anyway.
No, why would I want to do that?
Because I'm here.
Now, will she give up Tinseltown for a small town and a chance at love?
Oh, that's insane.
Cecile Ward and Jane Curtin in the world premiere of Catch a Falling Star, CBS Sunday.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show, Jane
Dave goes head-to-head with presidential hopeful George W. Bush, plus Candace Bergen and Fiona Apple tonight. First, your local news.
You've watched a bitter custody battle unfold this week, and tonight find out who the children will go home with. And Titans player Josh Evans has been suspended for a year for drug use. Hear what Evans has to say exclusively on News Channel 5.
Dozens of Metro school buses have been parked because of potential brake problems. And do you have the winning Powerball numbers? The news is now.
From the News Channel 5 network. This is News Channel 5 at 10. Your news and information leader.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Clark.
And I'm Amy Marsalis.
Thousands of Tennesseans gassed up the car and made the trip to Kentucky tonight, hoping to strike it very, very rich. The Powerball jackpot is up to a whopping $100 million. And as News Channel 5 Steve Irvin tells us, plenty of folks have already figured out just how they're going to spend it.
They line up just across the state line with 6 magic numbers and a fistful of dollars, all for the most unlikely shot at their wildest hopes and dreams. And the next best thing to winning the big jackpot is dreaming the big dreams. Of course, in every crowd, you find those who say they'd continue to work.
I couldn't stand to watch that many soap operas and talk shows. There's only so much cooking and cleaning you can do.
For others, the millions buys the privilege of saying so long to the boss.
My boss, bye. Bye. I'm gonna call. I'm not even gonna go in. I'm gonna call. I'm sick. I won't be back.
It is said money, even $100 million, can't buy happiness. But lots of folks say they'd use the cash to help the ones they love.
Yes, I would buy my kids a big house and a big, huge yard for them to play in. I'm gonna give some of my relatives some money and tell them to leave me alone.
You never know how many relatives you have until you win that kind of money.
That's so right. Oh, they're coming out of the woodwork. Just watch.
But for most of these folks, the odds are stacked against them. It's a 1 in 80 million shot. Just barely enough to keep those wild dreams alive. Okay, and a lot of people choose the so-called cash option when they get the payout. It's $51.2 million. That is before taxes, and a lot of folks, as we saw, already figuring out how to spend it. Chris?
And they're the winning numbers right there.
There they are. 22, 30, 38, 21, 29, Powerball being 39. If you feel like sharing, folks, give me a call.
Nobody, well, yeah. All of us, right, guys?
Sure.
Okay, got a lot of volunteers for that. If nobody wins tonight, how much more will it be tomorrow?
Well, it's tough to say, Chris. You know, a lot of people are playing into it, and because of that, you know, the jackpot's been going up about $20 or $30 million for every drawing, so you got to figure somewhere in the $100 or $20 or $30 million range, but there's a lot of interest right now. The lines were very long up north of the border.
Boy, it'll be even longer, I guess, if it goes up that other 20, 30 million. We'll find out. We'll know tomorrow for sure if anybody will. Thanks, Steve. Amy?
Well, there's big news from the Titans camp tonight. Defensive tackle Josh Evans has been suspended for the 2000 season. Josh spoke exclusively to News Channel 5 Sports. Hope, what did he say?
Well, he, in fact, was shocked, dismayed, bewildered, use any word you want to place there as an adjective, the way he felt after he heard that he had been suspended by the National Football League. He says it's not true. He is appealing it. He says, I was taking prescription drugs. Here's what else he said.
I'm totally innocent of what I'm being accused of right now. You know, I just want the opportunity to show people and prove to people, you know, that, you know, however the situation may go, that, you know, I didn't go out to try to take nothing, to get high off of, you know, to enhance my performance on the field.
I know it's hard to talk to all your teammates, but if you could say something to them, what would you say?
Basically, man, just, you know, they know me, you know, and, you know, last year, you know, it hurt me so bad to take my teammates through what I did, you know, and I would never do nothing to jeopardize that again, you know. True, you know, I'm like any other human being, you know, I slip and fall, but, you know, what they accuse me of right now, you know, I definitely did not do.
And as soon as he did that interview with Mark Howard this afternoon, Josh Evans left town, did not want to have to face the media and the music, so to speak, until it all dies down. As we say, he is appealing. We'll continue to follow this story, of course, and we'll have more with the exclusive interview with Josh Evans coming up later in sports.
Hope, just one quick question. Yeah. Did he say what kind of prescription drugs he was taking?
Nope. Didn't say, don't have any idea, and he knew that he had tested positive, but as he said, it was prescription drugs, and he wasn't really that worried about it. So we'll hear what else he says a little bit later.
All right, thanks very much. Hope Hines reporting. Chris?
More than 60 Metro school buses are temporarily out of service. They have been pulled off the road because of a brake problem with some of them. Luckily, no students or drivers have been injured. Metro officials want to keep it that way, so they are having the buses tested at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds. State inspectors checked the buses today, but so far they haven't found any problems with those brakes.
That's what I was saying. You know, if we can't get it to do it consistently, of course we don't want it to do it anytime, but if you can't locate the problem, you can't fix it.
Tomorrow, someone from the company that made the brakes will be in town to do their own inspection. Metro schools say there are enough replacement buses to keep things running smoothly.
A meningitis scare is forcing dozens of people in Sumner County to take precautionary medication. 19-year-old Jonathan Davenport died of meningitis yesterday. Today, people who came in close contact with him over the weekend took antibiotics. About 20 people who worked with Davenport at a landscaping company were the first to line up at the health department.
Very traumatic phone call to hear that someone you talked to yesterday is not with us anymore.
The State Health Department believes everyone who needs the medicine has received it. Jonathan Davenport's funeral has been set for Friday. Well, although it seems like we're seeing a lot more cases of meningitis or meningococcal disease in Middle Tennessee, the State Department of Health tells us that's not the case. I asked for a breakdown of cases in Middle Tennessee for the past several years. Here they are. Now, if you look back to 1996, there were 15 cases in Davidson County and the Mid-Cumberland region. In 97, that number increased to 29. It stayed at 29 in 1998, and then it dropped to just 7 cases in Middle Tennessee in 1999. The State Department of Health says one reason it may seem like there are more cases is increased awareness and more consistent reporting of meningitis.
2 people are dead, 3 others wounded tonight after a restaurant shooting in Pittsburgh. Police say that Ronald Taylor got into a fight with his landlord. He then set fire to his apartment and then went on a shooting spree at a nearby McDonald's and Burger King. Taylor then took hostages in a nearby nursing home before finally surrendering to police. Police now trying to figure out exactly what set the man off. 2 men in custody tonight in connection with the school shooting in Michigan. Yesterday, a 6-year-old boy shot and killed a first-grade classmate. Police believe the weapon belonged to a family friend who turned himself in today for questioning. They also arrested the boy's uncle after finding a loaded shotgun and drugs inside the house where the little boy lived. Police say the boy found the gun loaded under some blankets. The boy has apparently told investigators he only meant to scare his classmate and the shooting was an accident.
Metro Police need your help tonight to find the screwdriver bandit. A man armed with a screwdriver and demanding money burst into 2 local convenience stores Saturday night. He hit the Exxon at West End and Murphy Road, and then an hour later held up the Texaco Food Mart in Bellevue. Police say the robber is around 6 feet tall with dark blonde or brown hair, may drive a maroon car. If you can help, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME. A grand jury will hear the case of a 68-year-old man charged with the attempted murder of his neighbor. Police say Matt Carter shot 31-year-old Roger Mitchell in the head during an argument Saturday in Murray County. During a preliminary hearing, Carter's wife testified she saw Carter pull the trigger. Now, Carter's family says he's too old to have overpowered a man half his age, but the judge declined a request to lower his bond. The shooting left Mitchell paralyzed from the chest down.
Now, many of you watched the movie Perfect Murder, Perfect Town tonight about the death of JonBenet Ramsey. For many people, it's hard to understand how such a crime can be committed and then it seems no one's going to pay for it. This News Channel 5's Dwan Holmes tells us that's exactly what one Middle Tennessee mom deals with every day, the unsolved murder of her only daughter.
It's a horrible feeling to live with an unsolved murder.
For 4 years, Gail Chilton has lived with the pain of losing a child to a violent crime. February 22, 1996, Melissa Chilton and Tiffany Campbell were found stabbed to death in the back of the Exotic Tan Club.
It's just a very painful feeling of not knowing. I can't imagine being accused of killing my daughter. I don't know how in the world they could deal with that.
Chilton says it's been one roadblock after another on her journey for justice. That's why she turned to America's Most Wanted, hoping and believing nationwide attention to this crime would help solve it.
He told me that they had gotten a lot of phone calls that night and that they were very positive and they feel like that they're going to be able to solve this case.
After a 2-day trip to Indianapolis following up on leads, Metro detectives say they're still not any closer to solving the murders. But now, more than ever, Gail Chilton is optimistic about finding the person who killed her daughter and someone else's too.
I just know that it's gonna be solved. I know that somebody out there is gonna call if they haven't already.
Dewan Holmes, News Channel 5.
Gail Chilton says that for the first time since her daughter's death, she and the rest of the family finally feel more at peace.
A new push tonight by state lawmakers to restrict teenage driver's licenses. The House Transportation Committee approved legislation today that would require at least 6 months of driving with a learner's permit. It would also limit 16-year-old drivers to mostly daytime driving. That is, unless they're going to and from work or school functions with parents' permission. Similar legislation failed 4 years ago. A stronger version of this bill fell short last spring. Well, there are still some problems, but state officials now say more Tennesseans are finally getting their child support checks. The state took over the system October 1st, and hundreds of families weren't getting their money. Right now, less than 1% of the payments are held up, which equals about 5,600 checks a month. The state says it's set up an interim payment system to help those who aren't getting their money.
Name-calling, nasty arguments, and even threats can all be part of a testimony in a child custody battle. This week, we have taken you inside the courtroom, and you've heard the give and take in sometimes graphic terms as well. Tonight, you'll learn who the judge sided with, and then News Channel 5's Nick Barris shows us how that decision changed a family's life.
All right, I'm going to make a ruling in this matter. First of all, let the record reflect that the defendant father is making remarks from the bench.
I'm not making remarks. I'm just ready to go.
The court is going to order him to please remain quiet during my ruling.
Judge Robinson heard hours of testimony.
As a user of cocaine.
Allegations of drinking on the part of the father.
I had a few drinks.
Physical abuse on the part of the mother's new husband.
That's not true.
You heard it all, too. The question now, who should get custody of the 3 children? The judge makes her decision.
But at this time, I am not going to entrust these 3 children any further with their father. I find it's to the best interest of these children that custody be awarded to their mother. It will be this afternoon.
So, after 5 years with Carlos Delgado, the boys now go to their mother, Angelina Clifton.
I'm going to direct the mother to escort the children to her home.
Outside the courtroom, the mother and children leave quickly and without comment.
We don't do enough.
The father is furious, saying Judge Robinson didn't allow his witnesses to testify to refute the charges made by his ex-wife.
I think the judge didn't listen to nothing we had to say. Nothing. She had her opinion of me before I even walked in there. It was obvious. Everybody's saying it. She already had her decision made.
As you've seen, the decisions made inside this courtroom change people's lives. The judge actually rearranges families. Now, Carlos Delgado spoke with us briefly, emotionally, outside the courtroom, but would not sit down with us later pending an appeal of his case.
I was glad to get him back.
Not so with his wife. Days later, she agreed to talk.
I'm not concerned with his appeal.
Angelina Clifton is now starting over with her boys. She admits it won't be easy.
I have finally understand why God said one man, one woman, one lifetime. That's it. I'm serious. Because children of divorce, I don't care if it's a good divorce. It's torture on the children.
Well, that's it. No, it's not tough coming to get them. It's tough not having them at home.
Under court order, Angelina must exchange the kids with Carlos for visitation every other weekend. The switch is almost always stressful. On this day, Carlos complains.
Now look, he don't have a jacket. He's got a shirt. It's raining. He got his own clothes. But the twins have nothing. But I'm sure glad to see him.
I believe he loves his kids. I mean, I just don't agree with the way that he loves them.
Angelina says Carlos seems to want to drive a wedge between her and the children, that he calls constantly, and now she even records his messages.
This message was 9:12, but he called till 11 o'clock that night. And then sent it to me.
Angelina, pick up the phone. I know what's going on down there. Hello, Angelina. I'm going to send the police down there, man. If y'all ain't going to tell me what's going on with the kids.
He was ordered not to interfere with the custody. Evidently, he doesn't take orders very well.
What's wrong?
Angelina is hopeful the children can maintain a relationship with their father, but without all the anger. For now, the children are in counseling, and she's just glad
to have them back home.
And felt it was answered prayers. I was glad to get them back, glad to get them out of that situation and hopefully in a better home, better environment.
Okay, we're back live in the newsroom. We've heard what the judge decided. Now let's find out, Chris, what our News Channel 5 viewers thought on our News Channel 5 online poll. The question was, which parent do you think should be awarded custody? And the results, well, surprisingly, a little bit different than what the judge decided. Out of 754 votes, 547 for the father, 207 for the mother. Now, a couple of things you need to remember in this case, Chris. First of all, this is unscientific. It's nothing official here, and in fact, based on the way we do this, people could have voted more than once. And secondly, the results of this poll, Chris, have absolutely no bearing on what the judge decided. The judge made this decision several weeks ago, and that, of course, stands alone. Chris?
It's amazing to see what these families have to go through. Now, I gather from what you said earlier, this case is not over.
That's right. It's not completely over yet. Carlos Delgado says, as we mentioned in the story, he does plan to appeal the decision. He still hopes to regain custody of his children.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Amy?
A former president's daughter is trying to bring awareness to a debilitating disease. Maureen Reagan was in Dallas today. The daughter of former President Ronald Reagan told an audience at an Alzheimer's awareness convention she was glad her father went public with his disease.
My father has always been my hero, but when he wrote his letter to the American people and made it all right to talk about Alzheimer's, he did the most heroic thing that anyone could have done.
Maureen Reagan says she hopes research for a cure and an Alzheimer's vaccine continue to press forward so that someday the disease will be wiped out.
Following up on last year's big wins, husband and wife Faith Hill and Tim McGraw led the list of nominees for the 35th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards. The nominees were announced tonight at the Country Radio Seminar at the Convention Center. Tim had 7, Faith and the Dixie Chicks had 5 nominations each, including Entertainer of the Year. Newcomer Brad Paisley was close behind with 4 nominations, but 2 are especially meaningful.
The thing I'm tickled about would be the Song of the Year nomination. My co-writer Kelly Lovelace, this is his first single, and also the single of the year. Either one of those would be great. I think that, the cool thing is he gets to fly out there now, too, and have to sit through it just like I do and clench your teeth and wonder if you're going to win. So what a great thing for his first single to be up for Song of the Year. That's really spectacular.
Nominated for Female Vocalist of the Year is perennial favorite Martina McBride, who is always surprised.
There's just so much great talent and so many records. I think more records come out now each year than used to, and lots of people trying to make it in country music. So to be singled out of the vast amount of people that are trying to do this is really special.
The Dixie Chicks, Faith Hill, Tim McGraw, Sawyer Brown, and Shania Twain, all nominated for Entertainer of the Year. Alan Jackson, Toby Keith, Tim McGraw, Colin Ray, and George Strait, all vying for male vocalist honors, while Faith Hill, Martina McBride, Jody Messina, Shania Twain, and Shelley Wright are all nominated for female vocalist category. The awards will be handed out May 3rd at Universal City in California. What talent? How are they going to decide among that?
They're all winners. We know they're all winners, and our weather has definitely been a winner.
We're about as surprised as Martina that this just keeps on going, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Here we are, early March. Now one interesting thing last year, February was pretty warm, and March actually averaged out slightly cooler than February.
We could still get a snowstorm.
So I don't think that's going to happen this year, but certainly beware of March. Well, for the last time now, we'll tell you who our featured Titan is. We're going to be giving that last pair of season tickets away tomorrow night, and you'll have to tune in to see if you're the lucky winner tomorrow night at 5, 6, and 10. And Eddie George is our featured Titan tonight. This has been fun. Let's take a look. Good luck, by the way. This is our Metro Nashville forecast at 7 o'clock in the morning. Partly cloudy and 37, and a little cooler tomorrow. No 60s or 70s. Well, we might hit 60, but we're not. Most of the day we're going to spend in the 50s tomorrow. And here's a look at our Skycam picture looking down on the Gaylord Entertainment Center tonight and our 5-degree guarantee. We forecast a high today in Nashville of 67 degrees, and our actual high officially 69. Low temperature this morning, well, actually our current reading is our low temperature so far for this day at 50 degrees, a trace of precipitation in those early morning showers this morning. Right now in Nashville we have 50 degrees, 50% the relative humidity, northerly winds at 8, and the pressure is rising a bit at 31.8. And notice that there is some cooler air flowing down across our area, 42 in Jackson this hour, 47 in Bowling Green, 45 in Louisville. And on the other side of the front, still hanging on at 61 in Atlanta. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be considerably cooler than it was this morning. And you can see our afternoon highs in the northern plains today, some 40s, where a couple of days ago it was in the 60s. So it's a little cooling down up there, but the southern half of the U.S. still enjoying very mild weather. Our next weather maker is this system now crossing the southern Rockies, and it looks as if it's just going to continue moving pretty much at its current rate, and that would bring some rain in here with the system on Friday. Right now, the low pressure center is still kind of getting organized back here in West Texas. And tonight we're under the effects of that rather large Canadian high-pressure cell. Let's check the radar now. Here's what's going on right now. A few scattered light showers up into western Arkansas. Probably some of this isn't even reaching the ground. The air is still pretty dry down near the surface. And back here, a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for parts of West Texas. Precision cast, 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow morning, the rain's still well back to our west. At noon, same thing. And the last picture here at 6 o'clock shows some rain back out over the central plains. And that's pretty much the way we're going to go, with a dry forecast, maybe some high thin clouds tomorrow. Pretty nice day, but a little cooler than we've been seeing. And then that partly cloudy pattern moves on to the east. The clouds thicken up and rain appears likely for Friday. Best chance of severe weather right now, this is kind of preliminary, would be in this area to the south, down in the warm sector, but some thunderstorms are certainly possible for us on Friday. Here's a look at those temperatures now. 58 tomorrow in Paris, 61 in Lawrenceburg, and in Monterey, 57 degrees up on the plateau. Monterey, Tennessee, 57 degrees tomorrow. Here's a look at our forecast tonight. Going to go with mostly clear skies and an overnight low of 35. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 60 and 41. Northerly winds at 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, as we told you, 41, 56, good chance of rain, maybe some thunderstorms on Friday. Dry for the weekend, 64 on Saturday, 68 on Sunday, and maybe some more rain coming in on Monday. Chris and Amy?
And we have a lot of sports to talk about.
We do. We will continue with our exclusive interview with Titans defensive tackle Josh Evans. He speaks out right after this.
This portion of our news brought to you by TBA and your local public power company.
Today people ask, what's in it for me? But it wasn't always that way.
Once upon a time they asked, what can I do to help?
They pulled together.
They took responsibility for the world around them.
And they didn't just work to make a profit.
They worked to make a difference.
The truth is, today, some of them are still doing just that.
The employees of TVA and your local public power company.
The power of the public good.
Skytracker 5 is brought to you by the electric power companies of Middle Tennessee and TBA.
Next ET, Darva's new interview and what the groom's mother has to say about the bitter bride. Then a boyfriend catches his girlfriend cheating with, get this, another woman. Your preview of an all-new surveillance show. Plus, new secrets from JFK Jr.'s will.
There are references in this will to children. Sadly, he died without any.
And Pamela Lee's home movies in the kitchen and at home with her sons on the next Entertainment Tonight.
Wednesday at 11:35 on News Channel 5.
What's for breakfast at McDonald's? The sausage biscuit with egg for only 99 cents. A savory sausage patty and an egg served on a hot biscuit for only 99 cents. So come to McDonald's for the 99-cent sausage biscuit with egg. Did somebody say McDonald's? What's the manager's special at McDonald's? Now you can get a triple cheeseburger for only 99 cents. 3 all-beef patties, 2 slices of melted cheese, pickled and onions, all piled high on a bun. Come to McDonald's for the triple cheeseburger manager's special. McDonald's, the fresh taste that's made for you.
Mother is such a stickler for details. When you work for Donaldson Air Conditioning, it's required. All those inspections. It's important to always have the right tools, the right parts, quality ream equipment, money-saving specials, and well-trained service technicians who are on time and ready to work. That's how Donaldson Air Conditioning got to be #1. Speaking of specials, did you tell everyone about our precision tune-up for only $69.50? Another detail you just took care of, Mother.
It makes sense that the people you're closest to are also the ones you can really trust. That's why you can count on the hospitals of the TriStar Health System. No one else brings world-class care this close to so many homes. Across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky, more physicians put their trust in our community hospitals, so you know you can too. The hospitals of the TriStar Health System. Good thing we're so close. close.
Well, we know I didn't win the lottery. According to his agent, a dietary supplement resulted in a third positive drug test for Josh Evans. Now the NFL will suspend the Titans defensive tackle for the 2000 season. But in this exclusive interview with News Channel 5 Sports, Evans is intent on saving his reputation and his career.
Just want people to know, I'm not no crackhead. I don't do no heavy drugs or nothing like that. When I was suspended the first time, it wasn't for no heavy drugs or nothing like that. And I want people to know, I'm not no drug head, that's strung out on drugs, and can't survive without drugs or nothing like that.
The whole thing is, to me, is just surprising that there was a breach in confidentiality that the program is supposed to protect. So from a who, learned, when, where, that was really surprising.
Come to find out, they're accusing me of taking this stuff right here, and I'm like, I never seen this, and, if I have, it must be in a prescription, something that I have been taking, to show up like this, so, I don't have nothing to hide. That's really, I wanted to do this interview.
What's your next move?
I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna fight this with everything in me. I'm a soldier. You can see that by the way I played.
Have you thought about what you're gonna do if you can't play football for a year?
That's unthinkable, man. That I can't even fathom the thought. I mean, I love what I do, man, and I can't even think of that far right now.
As we say, he is appealing that suspension. Will, of course, continue to follow it. The Vanderbilt Commodores trying to end their losing streak with a win tonight. The Doors are one step closer to locking up an NCAA bid. Vandy hosting Georgia at Memorial, and our Bob Rainey was there.
After hitting for 33 in his last game against Ole Miss, Dan Lange was ready for a repeat performance. He hit the first hoop of the game, and by the time he nailed his next three, the Doors were up by 7, and Lange was on his way to another big night.
I don't know, I guess I had some confidence from my Ole Miss game and stuff, but I don't know, it just felt good.
Georgia, though, fought back to keep it close behind the 23 from D.A. Lane and the 25 points from Sean Fields. But Vandy, who shot 69% in the first and 60 for the game, gave Lange plenty of help. 17 for Sam Howard, 13 for Atiba Prater, and 11 for James Strong.
We just knew that we had to just keep pounding, and then hopefully our defense was going to kick in, but it didn't tonight, so we just had to keep pounding. We just had to outscore them.
Lange hits for 32 as the Doors drop 101 points in a 101-89 win. Lange and the 18-8 Doors will get a chance to throw the home fans one more time on senior night Saturday against South Carolina. Bob Rainey, News Channel 5 Sports.
And after griping and finger-pointing among Big Orange basketball players, the Vols looking to put behind them and beat a good Arkansas team tonight in Knoxville. Here we go. Ball head coach Jerry Green not really overly impressed with the Big Orange performance. Tied at 55 late in the second half. The Vols heat up. Vincent Yarborough from downtown. Good. Then it's Tony Harris from outside. Good for 3 more. Harris with 23 points to pace the Vols. And Nashville's Ron Slay with a nice move to the bucket and gets the roll. Slay with 13 points, and the Vols get the win. 73-66 would be the final. All right, another action from the SEC. Florida wins by 20 over South Carolina. Bama falls to Ole Miss in a battle in Baton Rouge as LSU drops Auburn by 2. We'll come back in just a moment. Got to pause now, and when we do, we'll have a story about how the Cats are ready to play football. Right after this.
We're clearing the contest lines now. If you know the featured Titans player, call 737-WIN-5. The first 5 callers with the correct answer get a chance to win Titans season tickets.
I remember when Patty learned to drive, and when she bought her first car. And I remember taking her to my Shelter insurance agent for car insurance. We've had our car insured with Shelter for years. I knew their claim service was the best. And Shelter would be there for her.
Hi, Daddy!
Because Shelter's always been there for me.
The perfect way to break out this spring is behind the wheel of a new truck built Ford tough. Like a new Ford Ranger. Now lease a Ranger Super Cab for just $149 a month. That's $149 a month on the best-selling compact pickup for 13 straight years.
Fun just got a whole lot easier to find with the new Ford Ranger. Now's your time. This is your chance. See your local Ford dealer today.
Get ready. Here comes the biggest, boldest player of the Colonel Sandwich lineup. My spicy triple crunch singer. Not one, not two, but 3 big strips of white meat chicken. This baby's huge. Booyah! Then add the spice, the Colonel's secret singer sauce. Wow! You want taste? It's huge too. Is this the biggest, boldest chicken sandwich out there? Find out. Try the spicy triple crunch singer today for just $1.99. And do chicken right.
It's not just about planning. It's about living. It's about offices nearby, where long-term relationships outweigh short-term gains. At Edward Jones, it's never just about investing. It's about knowing you and your dreams.
My every hope, my life, my world, it all begins with a dream.
Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
He's trying to capture the nomination, but he'll have to capture Dave's attention first. George W. Bush, plus Candace Bergen and Kid Turkey Callers on the next Late Show.
Well, yes, Arena Football League fans, there will be a 2000 season. The Nashville Cats are back in business. The players and owners getting their differences resolved today, and communication between the two was the big problem.
I mean, I think it always hurts when you're not allowed to do some of the things we weren't allowed to do. I mean, we couldn't work out players and talk to players, and it's tough when you break down the communication gap, and that's part of it. Communication is the key, and finally, I think that helped resolve the problems.
All right, the Cats will open training camp March 19th. First exhibition game will be April 1st. Back in business. There you go. We'll be back with more news, everybody, right after this.
This portion of our news brought to you by Arby's.
I'd probably pay upwards of $4.50 or so.
What would you pay for an Arby's sub?
$6.95.
Would you believe any 2 subs for just $4? Nah.
No way. For this much meat in a sub, I would have expected to be a lot more.
Honest. Any 2 for just $4.
For all that you get in this sandwich, that is a great price. They'll put everybody else out of business.
You can go anywhere and get filled up, but you can only get the 2 subs for $4 deal at Arby's.
This is your chance to watch, dial, and win a cool grand. We're clearing the lines right now. The